Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Jackson Medina. I'm a student here at Florida State University, taking online this semester. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'm excited to talk to you about what an API is. And out of the APIs that I list later on in this video, I'll talk about one that really interests me. So before taking this course, I wasn't really too familiar with what an API was or is or what it even does. The more I started digging into this research project, it just sparked my interest, but also it just popped in my head. Oh, this is what an API is. So I'll kind of just talk about some examples and basically an overview of API is and definitions. So APIs are mechanisms that enable two software components to communicate with each other with using set definitions and protocols. For example, the weather the Weather Bureau software system contains daily weather data. The weather app on your phone talks to the system via APIs and shows you daily weather updates on your phone. So what does API even stand for? So API stands for Application Program Interface. In the context of APIs, World Application refers to any software with a distinct function. Interface can be thought of as a contract of service between two applications. This contract defines how the two communicate with each other using requests and responses. Their API documentation contains information on how developers are to structure those requests and responses. So how does API work? So API architecture is usually explained in terms of client and server. The application sending the request is called the client, and the application sending the response is called the server. So in the weather example, the Bureau's weather database is the server, and the mobile app is a client. There are about 4 different ways that APIs can work depending on when they're created. I'll just rattle off the 4 I just mentioned. So SOAP APIs. These APIs use simple Access Protocol. Our RPC APIs. They're just called remote procedure calls. And then WebSocket APIs and REST APIs are the last 2. So what are some examples of APIs? So Twitter bots, login using XYZ, weather snippers, pay with PayPal, travel booking, e-commerce, and the one I'm going to be talking to today, and the one I use the most, Google Maps. So what is Google Maps? Google Maps is a web service that provides detailed information about geographical regions and sites worldwide. In addition to conventional road maps, Google Maps offers an aerial and satellite views at many locations. In some cities, Google Maps offers street views comprising photographs taken from vehicles. Google Maps offers several services as part of the larger web application. For example, a route planner offers directions for drivers, bikers, walkers, and users of public transportation traveling from one specific location to another. I use Google Maps all the time, especially when I'm traveling in a city I'm not really too familiar with, and even in a city locally to here. I always want to get to the best location I can in the fastest and quickest way, saving time and gas efficiently. One thing Google Maps does really well is there's an option to do gas efficient, so it takes you to on the most gas efficient route, but also gives you to the most quickest route. And then if there's any road closures or accidents or traffic, also updates you to the quickest and most successful route that way too. So the Google Maps application program interface allows different software platforms to communicate with each other. For example, website administrators can embed Google Maps in a proprietary site such as real estate guide or community service page. So Google Maps is very helpful for me and a lot of other people and APIs in general. Hope you guys have a little bit more knowledge about what an API is, what it stands for, and a couple examples of APIs. Like I said before taking this course, wasn't too familiar with what an API was or what it did, but I'm glad I was able to take some time, do this research, and explain to you guys what API is and why Google Maps is my favorite API to use, and that interests me the most. So hope you guys have a great day, and rock on.